a to the power of 4, b, c to the power of minus 2 over a to the power of minus 3, b, c to the power of 2, and the whole thing would be to the power of minus 1. Okay, one of the properties that we learned, we have a to the power of n to the power of m. Can you tell me what is this equal to? That would be a to the power of what? Correct, that would be n times m. You multiply. So in this case, the exponents for b is 1. So if I multiply the exponents, the first term would give me a to the power of minus 4, b to the power of minus 1, c to the power of 2, then here we have a to the power of 3, b to the power of minus 1, c to the power of minus 2. If you follow up to this point, can I see a check mark next to your name, please? Great. Now, the next property that we have is if I have a to the power of n over a to the power of m. Can you tell me what this would become? That would be a to the power of what? Okay, yeah, but what do you think? If I have a to the power of n over a to the power of m, that would be a to the power of, very good, n minus m. And again, remind you that this goes to the top of the fraction, like this. So, for the first term, we would have a to the power of minus 4 minus 3 times b to the power of minus 1 minus 1 times c to the power of 2 minus 2. And as you see, the whole thing would be over 1. Okay, again, if you can follow up till this point, and I see a check mark next to your name. So as you see here, that would be plus. So it would be minus 1 plus 1. That would be b to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0. What is anything to the power of, what is b to the power of 0 is equal to? Okay, but what do you think b to the power of 0 is equal to? Okay, when I ask you a question, if you don't know it, just go ahead and put the x next to your name. B to the power of 0 is not equal to 0. Let's go back to just the b part that we have. B to the power of minus 1 over b to the power of minus 1. That's the one that we were looking at. You know what b to the power of minus 1 over b to the power of minus 1, it's just kind of like you say b over b. If this were plus 1, what is b over b is equal to here? What is 2 over 2, 3 over 3, b over b? What is that equal to? Equal to 1. Very good. That is equal. We know that it's equal to 1. It reduces to 1. But if I apply this property here, this is the same as b to the power of 1 minus 1, which is equal to b to the power of 0. So what is b to the power of 0 is equal to? 1. Yeah, anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So over here, this also should be equal to 1 too, and we looked at it as b to the power of minus 1 minus minus 1, which is equal to b to the power of minus 1. That would be plus 1, which is equal to b to the power of 0 again, which is equal to 1. If you understand this concept, can I see a check mark next to your name, please? Very good. I see Vanessa is joining us. Vanessa, if you can hear me, please put a check mark next to your name. Thank you. We're reviewing take-home test number 2 to prepare for the next exam. All right. So far we have a to the power of minus 4 minus 3 So what is that equal to? That would be a to the power of minus what? Minus 7. Very good. Now we established this would be b to the power of 0 times c to the power of, this would be plus, so it would be 2 plus 2, that would be equal to 4. So far we said b to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So we have a to the power of minus 7 times c to the power of 4. Now, next property that we learned was if I have a to the power of minus n, if I have a negative exponent, I can change that to positive by writing it as 1 over a to the power of minus plus n. And this is also true if I have 1 over a to the power of minus n would be equal to a to the power of plus n over 1. So I can change the exponents from being negative to positive by placing it into its opposite position. If it's at the top of the fraction, I can bring it down to the bottom of the fraction, make it positive, or if it's at the bottom of the fraction, I can move it to the top of the fraction. That's how I can make it positive. So over here, this first term can be written as 1 over a to the power of 7, and c is okay. We can leave it as is. So we can write this as c to the power of 4 over a to the power of 7, and all the exponents are positive, and that's why you simplify that.